nobody will go do the kind of thing where President Bolaji Tinubu do. They say they don't give people 339 billion, different family for Nigeria, 339 billion. You sabi anybody will collect money from government? When they chop for inside the government, oh, nobody wants APC again. As they remove subsidy, they don't stop to borrow. Tell me, what government don't borrow past this government? The money when they borrow for 2 years, you don't pass one way all the government before, don't borrow before. Despite remove subsidy, everything for Nigeria now na tax. 5% tax. If you buy food, you go pay tax. If you buy water, you go pay tax. If you collect money for bank, you go pay tax. If you take that money where they don't tax, take buy something, they go still tax out. As from next year now, they say petrol, 5% tax. Aviation, you enter flight, 5% tax. Everything tax. And yet you say you remove subsidy. Where is the benefit of the subsidy where they come out? No country subsidize food past America. So every country gets subsidy. Whether the subsidy in our food or the subsidy in our drug, medicine, where they give people for hospital. Other countries will get petrol. That's what they subsidize that. Whether it's Dubai, whether it's Saudi Arabia, whether it's Qatar, whether it's Libya, all their citizens, they get the benefit where they get for say that country get petrol. Now, the only thing where we the benefit are this subsidy. Because some people, when they sell fuel, they don't introduce corruption for inside the subsidy. So you don't feel catch them. You know these people when don't introduce corruption for inside subsidy. But you don't feel catch them because they are your people, the party, you know them. They know them now. Why they talk like this now?
They talk say for they easier for President Tinubu to probe the subsidy people will put us for the suffer of subsidy instead of to come on the subsidy. And they talk so why you know done because of saying your own people then
not only because I own people, all these people they know they contribute money for election. All these people where they talk, where they collect subsidy, they know they contribute money for election. They sabi themselves, we all sabi. Instead of them when they catch these people, it's easier for them to say, this headache where they worry you. Since we don't get paracetamol, we'll give you, make we just come out the head. All the things that this government is doing, one, they remove subsidy. When they remove subsidy now, it don't drive price of petrol reach high level where we say nobody fear afford them again.
Every candidate for 2023 said they for removal.
No be every candidate. Even if every candidate talk, nobody
at least
will
the
do
4 leading candidates them talk.
But nobody will go do the kind of thing where President Bolaji Tinubu do. You know, say if you comot subsidy, the kind of suffering will go break for Nigerians, don't be small. So if you go comot subsidy, you go find way to cushion the effect of that removal where you go remove subsidy before you remove her. The president just come now, May 29, day 1, without any plan. He just says subsidy is gone. So as he comot subsidy now, Nigerians begin to suffer. Price of petrol went high. Price of goods, everything went high. Now, before we go say Jack Robinson, he say, in free Naira, any level where Naira go find, make he go find out by himself. So you take Naira devaluation, join removal of subsidy, it's like you put petrol for. That's the thing we cause the sufferhead will receive that. All this way we say people don't feel shop again, people don't feel afford food again, people don't feel enter transport again, and the thing we cause happy that. We go take this one, we'll take do anything. They say they don't give people 339 billion, different family for Nigeria, 339 billion. You sabi anybody will collect money from government?
I don't ask for this platform. Make them tell me whether their relative collect. Nobody don't tell me.
But you see, to cut long story short, what we want to do is in ADC, when we get to 2027, if Nigerians say they are not happy with APC, they should have an alternative. And we want it to be, as we are talking now, it is very clear to us that people don't want APC. When they jump for inside the government, nobody wants APC again. But the question they are asking themselves, these ADC people, are they the alternative? So that's the work that we have to do now to convince Nigerians that we are the alternative. Because we also agree that we were part of different political parties in the past. We were part of PDP, we were part of APC, and many of us don't do things before. We're no good. We agree. But we know that this country where we did so, we cannot continue like this. And the kind of politics we have played, now it carry us put for this mess where we did so. Banditry, kidnapping, everything where they happen. That the kind of politics where politicians in Nigeria have played. So all of us are coming together and say, no more. We must play a different kind of politics going forward. And I think we carry on going to see that.
Waiting on for do differently for the removal of subsidy. Economists then don't talk and say this subsidy na something we be say na a must way Nigeria for do because of the way the Nigeria economy be done day. It will say come on subsidy Nigeria for choke. So waiting on for do differently. The money will be the use service debts. Now about 97% of our revenue will be the use service debt every month before this subsidy removal. In fact, even for salary will be the use borrow, they pay and all that. So waiting on it is on for do differently to say now because these are things when Nigerians won't know, maybe for know how they will use trust on now.
As they remove subsidy, they don't stop to borrow. Tell me, who government don't borrow pass? Who government don't borrow past this government? The money when they borrow for 2 years, you don't pass one way. All the government before don't borrow before. Okay, you remove subsidy, they don't borrow again. Number one. Number two, despite remove subsidy, everything for Nigeria now na tax. 5% tax. If you buy food, you go pay tax. If you buy water, you go pay tax. If you collect money for bank, you go pay tax. If you take that money where they don't tax, take buy something, they go still tax out. As from next year now, they say petrol, 5% tax. Aviation, you enter flight, 5% tax. Everything tax. And yet you say you remove subsidy. Where is the benefit of the subsidy where they come out? If you want them to say they come out subsidy, I want make I go hospital and I won't buy drug. They say, these drugs you see, so oga, now free. I say, what happened? They say, now because of subsidy, when they come out, the money when they get for that subsidy, they take buy drug for this hospital. It go make sense. What is the benefit of the subsidy when they say they come out? Now, to come back to your original question, that what will we do differently?
Okay.
Subsidy, we have always said it. Economists, the same economics will tell you that number one, subsidy itself is not a bad thing. Every country in the world has one kind of subsidy or another.
Including the countries where you say the IMF leaders and World Bank leaders.
Including America. No country subsidize food past America. That's why if you carry small money enter America, you go chop like, that's why you see all of them big like this. Because small money, the food where they go give you, you don't go finish up. No country subsidize food past America. So every country gets subsidy. Whether the subsidy in our food or the subsidy in our drug, medicine, where they give people for hospital, it's the only thing where we get now. I would say for make Nigerians to enjoy the benefit of this patrol, as they know their government, they don't feel steal money. Now only thing when they go feel benefit, that say they go buy fuel cheap. It's not the only thing. Other countries will get petrol, that's what they subsidize that. Whether it's Dubai, whether it's Saudi Arabia, whether it's Qatar, whether it's Libya, all their citizens, they get the benefit where they get for say that country get petrol. Now, the only thing where we the benefit are this subsidy. Now, you know say, because some people when they sell fuel, they don't introduce corruption for inside the subsidy. So you don't feel catch them. You know these people when don't introduce corruption for inside subsidy, but you don't feel catch them because they are your people, the party, you know them. They know them now. Why they talk like this now?
They talk say for they easier for President Tinubu to probe the subsidy people will put us for the suffer of subsidy instead of to commot the subsidy. And they talk so why you know done because of saying na your own people then padi thing.
Not only because na your own people, all these people they don't contribute money for election. All these people where would they talk, where they collect subsidy, they don't contribute money for election. Me, I don't go mention anybody name, but when they don't call say that me mention somebody name, I don't go mention anybody name. but they sabi themselves. We all sabi. Eh? So instead of them, when they catch these people, it's easier for them to say, this headache where they worry you. Since we don't get paracetamol, we'll give you. Make we just come out the head. You understand what I'm saying? So they feel that it is better for them to remove the subsidy completely. It is an easier option to remove the subsidy completely rather than improving the administration of subsidy. Now, let me tell you what was the problem with the subsidy. The problem with the subsidy was that the subsidy was not targeted at the people who need to be subsidized. What do I mean? Me, for example, I get Okada, where they take carry my pikin go school, they do Okada runs. You get Land Cruiser for your compound. The same amount when me I dey buy fuel, where I get only one Okada, now you two will get 4 Land Cruiser, they buy fuel.
How them go use regulate prices for different people for Nigeria? That kind of thing they happen.
Now the problem now is the same way Nigeria has not been able to develop what they call social service infrastructure, social welfare infrastructure. You know, say for some country like Brazil now, they will say poor people, they could give them certain amount in a month, right? They will say some family where for them to put their children in school, if you put your child in school, we're going to give you this amount. If you they earn below, excuse me, if you they earn below certain amount of money, government going to give you more money. Nigeria does not have a system of identifying people who deserve to benefit from this kind of thing. Do you understand? Because Nigeria does not have a system for identifying the real poor people and for delivering this to them. So government will say, we have distributed 313 billion to poor people. But you don't go see anybody that has collected the money because Nigeria does not have a system of delivering that kind of money. Everybody knows. World Bank that is giving this loan for them to do this thing, know that Nigeria does not have a register of poor people for Nigeria that it can give. It's the same reason that we don't know the people who deserve subsidy in Nigeria.
So you mean say without that, the subsidy and the social the money for social register need to reach the right people? Now wait till
that's the problem now. That's why subsidy is a problem, because you know they reach the right people where need subsidy. Do you understand? If me I get 4 cars, if I get 4 cars, I shouldn't enjoy subsidy now. It means that I'm a rich man. And I explain to you why ADC became necessary.
Okay.
What this government has done, the twin policy that this government has introduced, has created so much problem for Nigeria that this country is on a crisis today. You all heard what the president said yesterday. The president said the worst is over.
Yes, he said we get better health care and education over. I will ask you why I don't get better health care and education, because
that's what I'm saying now. So if the president is coming out to say the worst is over, then he say nothing will change again, because the government is already clapping for himself, say he don't solve all problems. So that is what ADC is out to tackle. ADC is out to provide Nigerians with the alternative. If we get to 2027, Nigerians should look around and ask themselves, in the last 4 years, has this APC government improved my life? If the answer is no, we will represent the alternative. And we are going to communicate to Nigerians the things we will do differently that will improve their lives.